Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of WCW Live. So we kick things off with the entire commentary team, backstage and on screen, talking about what to expect from tonight's show. We are in Georgia in the Forum Civic Center, and I think we have got a very good night of Nitro planned. We will finally find out who is going to be in the United States Championship match at the pay-per-view. So let's see what we've got. 52 rating. And we kick things off on the pre-show with a Battle Royale. Just for the Cruiserweights. Gives them something to do. Let them do a few high spots. Goes 27 minutes. Gives them enough time to get their spots in. For the live crowd to know who they are. Final four were Elix Skipper, Yang, Evan Courageous and Disco Inferno. And it's Disco who picks up the win. Elix Skipper is the final two. Gets a 47 rating. And second pre-show match sees Tag Team Champions Palumbo and O'Haire take on America's Most Wanted, James Storm and Chris Harris, who of course at this point are both jobbers. Gives them a little bit of a showcase. Gives Palumbo and O'Haire something to do because they haven't had much to do recently. But it's good stuff. And we kick things off with Totally Buffed coming down to the ring. Buff Bagwell and Lex Luger. And they're just chatting about, you know what, last week they attacked the Steiners. And you know what, it felt good. They're fed up of being lackeys. Why? This is Lex Luger, former WCW World Champion. Buff Bagwell, used to be considered the hottest prospect that WCW had. Why should they still be lackeys? The Steiners come out and they're like, the reason you were lackeys is because, Lex, you're correct, you were a former WCW World Champion and NWA World Champion, I believe, as well. But that's in the past. And Buff, yeah, you were the future. But what happened? We're in the future now. And you're not. You're not the big star you think you are. Buff, Lex, you're not who you think you are. You are nothing but lackeys. And that's who you are. They have a back and forth and they agree that they are going to be having a match, which is official. Let's put it in. At the Great American Bash, it is going to be Totally Buffed versus the Steiner brothers. Let's just add that quickly. There's the match. Gets a 55 rating. Not great. Buff and Lex aren't great on the mic. Rick, however, really was. Is that really the next segment? Okay, I thought there was a match in the here, but seemingly not. Jerry Lawler hosts Psychosis and Tiger Mask. Because we're adding another match. I'm not going to go through the process of adding them all on camera. I'll add that later. But we're going to be getting Psychosis versus Tiger Mask, and this is, I can't remember which Tiger Mask this is. I think it's number 4. Is the one the same one we've currently got. But it's great stuff. Gets a 60 rating. And it's Jerry Lawler basically doing most of the talking as Psychosis and Tiger Mask both come down to the ring and sign the contract and shake hands, importantly. This is a friendly rivalry. These are not bitter rivals. This isn't a grudge match or a blood feud. This is just two very good cruiserweight wrestlers who are ready to fight each other. Gets a 60 rating. Opening match of the night is RVD defeating Road Warrior Animal. Goes just under 8 minutes. And RVD picks up the win with the Frog Splash. Gets 55 for RVD, 52 for Animal. Good stuff. RVD is a great wrestler. He is someone I want to see pushing more and get him higher up the card. And we're going to do that in his first feud because he is jumped by Flair and Jarrett. The people of them. So this kind of feud kind of encapsulates the people of the Magnificent Seven who aren't involved in the breakup. Because we don't know which side Rick sits, we don't know which side Jeff sits, we don't know which side Animal sits. They're all in the Magnificent Seven, but they haven't declared their allegiances to either Totally Buffed or the Steiner brothers. And they're not going to yet, because Flair and Jarrett are going to be going into a feud with RVD. Mr. Monday Night. 64 rating, great stuff. United States Championship tournament continues as Kanyon makes Billy Kidman tap out after Sasuke attacks Kidman with his own Cruiserweight Tag Team title. Sort of the simple spot. Kidman falls on the ropes, Kanyon distracts the referee, Sasuke runs out, wallops Kidman with the belt. Kanyon goes locks in a sleeper hold, but Kidman's already out cold. Referee calls for the bell. Gets a 61 rating, which is the same as Kidman gets, and a 51 for Kidman. Kanyon got the 61. So many Ks. And Kidman does want Tori Wilson gone. We'll make that into a storyline. We get the second video to promote Kurt Hennig. He is still coming soon. 61 rating. And backstage, Billy Kidman agrees that he will come out with Rey Mysterio for his match against Jushin Thunder Liger. Because at the moment, they're too separate as a tag team. They've been focusing on their solo stuff. Now they've been brought together. And now they're going to stand together against Liger and Sasuke. And that match does come next, and it is Rey Mysterio who picks up the win, 12-15, with the Springboard Hurricane Rana, after Kidman and Sasuke get into a brawl on the outside, which distracts Jushin Thunder Liger enough to get caught with the dropkick into the 619 into the Springboard Rana. 58 rating, which is pretty good for two cruiserweights. 58 for Rey, 53 for Jushin. Joey Styles is chatting and he's hyping up the Hardcore Open Challenge. Sabu is going to be issuing the challenge. Anyone could accept it. Anyone, no matter how hardcore they are. But boy, is it somebody hardcore who does accept it. It's Masato Tanaka, the former ECW star. I don't know what to call him. He was a great rival, obviously, to Mike Awesome. They had some legendary matches. And he is here in WCW. Not for long. It's just a short-term thing. But it's almost to boost in this hardcore division. These former ECW alumni. These hardcore icons. That's who we're aiming to bring in with this. To boost this division. Gets a 49 rating, and Sabu makes his second defense of the hardcore title. Although, when he is celebrating, he is jumped by a man in a hood and a mask. So his face is completely covered. You can't see his arms, you can't see anything. None of his skin. He's got black long sleeves with black gloves on. Trousers all the way to his ankles. You see nothing. He just attacks Sabu and puts him through a table with a body slam. Gets a 44 rating. And it gives Sabu a bit of a feud. And in the main event, the final United States Championship tournament match for today, the semi-final between Mike Awesome and Shane Douglas. And it's Awesome who picks up the win with the Awesome Bomb in 16:35. Gets a 63 overall, which is good stuff. Honestly, pretty happy with that. And Tony Schiavone goes to the post-match interview, and Kanyon and Mike Awesome go face-to-face. That is going to be a pay-per-view match for the United States Championship. Two people who were criminally underused by World Championship Wrestling. They're going to be fighting to be the next United States Champion. It's a 33 rating because Schiavone's not a great talker. And then the main event segment sees Shawn Michaels come out because obviously this is the main event. This is the biggest storyline we've got. And Shawn Michaels cuts a promo and he says, "Booker, I'm going to be fighting you at the pay-per-view. Whether you want me to or not, it's gonna happen. Because the WCW officials know I'm the biggest star you've got now. I walk into this company and everybody is beneath me. So of course, they're going to want to put the title on me. But Booker, you're not bad. You're good. And I respect you, Booker. But the question lies, what can I do for you to get this title shot? What do you need? Do you need me to beat your friends? Will that prove to you that I deserve this title shot? Do you need me to attack people? Booker, I'm asking you the question. What do you need? And I will give it to you. It's a very cryptic promo from Shawn. Almost offering Booker T this deal. That's what I've called it. Booker T comes out to the ramp. Goes to talk. But doesn't. Gets a 74 rating. Which I'm excited, which is good stuff. So, what do we get overall for this show? A 65. Which increases our pop in 17 regions, which isn't too shabby. I mean, yeah, the best segment was that main event, which is understandable. And, you know, the commentators being in as many segments as they were didn't do great. It's going to be fun, though, to see what happens next. 2 weeks to go for the Great American Bash. I'm excited to see where this leads. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.